Are you feeling like you're throwing marketing tactics at the wall trying to see what sticks? And does a marketing plan sound like some massive undertaking that sounds great in theory, but you never have the time or know how to actually complete? I'm here to tell you that developing a marketing plan this year is something that is within your grasp, and it will actually make your marketing life easier and less stressful. Stay with me. I promise this isn't going to be painful. So why have a marketing plan to begin with? Well, you need to understand what outcome you want from it. Maybe it's to increase your member engagement and you want to develop an entire year-long plan just around that. Maybe it's for a specific major event and you'll be developing a shorter plan that feeds into the bigger master marketing plan later. This framework can be expanded or contracted as needed. You don't have to create some grand master marketing plan to rule them all the first time you set out to create a plan. If you just have a couple of events and a newsletter that you want to keep better track of, start with that. If you can't imagine planning a year into the future, start with 3 months. A marketing plan shows how tactics work together in concert. It gives a broad view of your audience and tactics to give you a better sense of where there might be gaps. At the core of it all, you're just naming the lanes that you're driving in and making sure that they're all accounted for. What goes into a marketing plan? Again, this does not have to be a 50-page Microsoft Word document. If you start with just 5 core areas, this will take you miles ahead of where you were last year. Those are channels, audience, tactics, partnerships, and timing. Channels include all of the ways that you communicate to your audiences. Think about your owned channels first. Maybe it's a Facebook group, newsletter, weekly email. Whatever those channels are, write them down. Then think about paid channels. Those might be ads you purchased online or placed in a magazine. Write all those down as well. Next, we have audience. Of course you have your membership, but you also probably have a board of directors. Maybe you have volunteers or even a youth board. Write all that down. Then we have tactics. Tactics are all the ways you interact with those audiences. That could include events for your membership, trade shows, award ceremonies, online trainings, whatever you're doing with your audiences. Now think about your partnerships. Many associations have partner organizations or businesses that support your efforts. Think of everyone who could be considered a partner and don't just count paid partnerships. Maybe you have a partner that will send out your communication to their email list or post in their Facebook group for you. All of those partnerships count. Write them down. Now you've got your channels, audiences, tactics, and partnerships all written down. The last piece is to layer in the timing. When are you going to do all of this? I like to layer in the regular communication channels first. For example, you know when your email newsletter has to go out every week. From there, continue to build in the events, trade shows, and all the regular things that come up throughout the year. After you weave in the timing, stop. Put it down for a day or two. Then step back and look at everything together. This is where the power of a marketing plan really starts to shine through. Is this marketing plan serving your bigger goals for the year? It's so easy to get lost in the minutia of the day-to-day. This is your opportunity to look at the big picture. Are there partnerships that you might not have thought of leveraging before in promoting an event, for example? Maybe you have a partner organization that would be willing to promote your upcoming webinar series. Are some of your regular channels underutilized? It's so easy to set and forget newsletters, emails, magazines, and mailings. Could you leverage any of those channels in new or different ways this year? Did you host a conference, for example? Maybe video shorts from the keynote video could be posted on your social media channels and linked to your emails. What good content have you generated for your membership that could be recycled in new ways? I guarantee you've probably spent a lot of time and effort developing some resource, be that written, video, or event, that you could chop up and repackage again for your membership to use in new ways. Try to step out of the day-to-day and how you leverage your resources and think about the ways you could use them in new ways to reach your goals. Once you break down a marketing plan to those basic components, it turns from this massive undertaking to something a little more bite-sized and manageable. So remember, channels, audience, tactics, partnership, and timing. Does this sound like something you need but not sure where to start? Get in touch for a free half-hour consult. we'd be happy to give you some advice.